Hey, I been shooting dice all day, little shawty. You ain't gotta keep calling. Heard he poppin' shit, baby, he ain't really bout it. Baby, he ain't really bout it. I just wanna know if you a rider. You ain't gotta lie, I won't tell nobody.
Hey y'all, so welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry I do not have intro. I was doing a whole lot, girl. I was doing a whole lot of, so I totally forgot. It skipped my mind. But today what I have for you guys is a tutorial on how I do my bald cap method, as well as cutting my ear tabs and cutting the lace. Not so much of applying the wig, because I do that all the time. I know y'all tired of it because I'm tired of seeing it and I'm tired of recording it for y'all. So I decided to do something different for you guys. A little something light, some different, something very in-depth. So let's get straight into it. So starting off, I like to do this method where I apply my glue around the perimeter of my hairline first before I apply the cap. I just find it easier that way instead of using got to be glued spray, because I don't have time for it to dry. This stuff dries really fast, and I just make sure I don't get it too close to my baby hairs or my actual hair to where, you know, it'll cause damage or breakage or anything like that. Oh my goodness, mind my hair, mind my braids. They are a little old, but then I like to take my cap and I just place it over my ears, a little bit over my forehead, so I can just have it stretched out into where I need it to be. And I just take my fingers and I press it into my skin so that that glue will dry in place to where I want it to be. And that is all set. I take another layer of got to be glued to make sure, oh my gosh, I keep saying got to be glued, Ghost Bond, to make sure that it is nice and seeped into my skin, because I find that if I use something like got to be glued spray or something of the sort, it would slide back, or like when I cut the lace, it wouldn't be laid flat. It'd have some tabs lifting up, and I don't have time for that. So I make sure I have another layer of glue. Nobody has time for lifting of the cap. That's very annoying because you have to go back in and blow dry it. This is a method that I use. Not recommend this method because takes a lot of stress out and time out from doing this, because it dries super duper fast. Definitely recommend to try this out if you haven't already. I take these little scissors, these garden scissors I literally got from my mom from when she got this little gardening gift for her birthday or Mother's Day, some of the sort. Besides the point, I take these scissors and I cut the lace right where I see the glue. And what I also like about this glue, when you do the bald cap method, you can see where it's seeped into your skin. So you're not cutting off too much or too little. You can see exactly where it is. Just to be super duper sure, I'm taking my got to be glued spray just around the perimeter, the slightest bit. Okay, the slightest bit, because like I said, I don't really like to use a lot of this. I don't recommend you using a lot of this because it will lift your lace if you don't be careful or light-handed, because it is wet. It's wet, so it can lift that hole all the way back. Now I'm taking a foundation shade that is in my shade. I recommend you finding a powder or a foundation or even a concealer that is very, very close to your actual skin tone, and applying it to your lace. Oh, not your lace, your cap, right around the perimeter. Not trying to get it too much on your forehead, because then when that happens, that's just a lot of cleanup that doesn't have to happen. So just try your best to be careful, light-handed, and taking a buffing brush or whatever kind of brush you have It doesn't matter. You can even take a beauty blender if you wanted to, but I recommend a brush similar to what I have. It's just a, not flat, I don't know how to explain it. Y'all see it, it's big, so yeah, a brush similar to that to use. And not even taking a lot of foundation, because y'all do not want to get your braids all super duper nasty, especially if they fresh. So I'm taking the lightest, slightest bit of foundation around my cap. Now I'm just taking my rubbing alcohol in 50%. I do have kind of sensitive skin and I could get a little red. So if you do have sensitive skin, I don't recommend the 90, or maybe you can do 75, but definitely not 90, because you will kind of have an itching or burning red sensation. So I'm taking this only around the perimeter of the cap where I don't have any cap where I don't have any cap, just my skin, basically cleaning it up for my lace so that it can lay smoothly and the glue won't have to be greasy or nothing of the sort. It can have a clean base for the lace. So here is the construction of the wig, the inside. I thought I'd show you guys, even though this isn't a tutorial on how I lay my wigs, I still thought I'd show you guys. So that is the lace. That's how it's looking inside. It has 3 combs, adjustable bra straps. That's what I call them. They're just straps, but they look like bra straps. And then they also have a band like this that can attach to the wig to make it fit super snug. So that can be a glueless install, which could happen, but I just didn't take that route. It is fit for that. It can work definitely, but I'm just going to apply that band so that my wig can lay super duper flat. So here is what the wig looks like applied to my head before any lace is cut. Mind my over bleached knots. Do not come for me, because heck, I forgot I was bleaching my knots, and I did not take it out on time. But as y'all can see, this wig is laying super flat. So let's get straight into cutting this lace. Before I start cutting my ear tabs, what I like to do is take my hair and part to where I see where my ear is and clip that piece of hair back so that I can have a better view of what I'm trying to cut. So as I can see, I'm just laying it, trying to match where my cap is so I can lay it perfectly to where it is supposed to be. And I'm going to take basically part where I feel my ear is and around it so that I won't cut off too little or too much. I zoomed in for you guys. Hello. See, I can see what I'm doing. I'm cutting the lace right where I feel my ear is. Not where my ear starts. This is so hard to explain, but y'all see it. Not where my ear starts, because I want to be careful. So I'm doing it little by little. So I'm cutting off that first piece of there, and then I'm going to work my way up to where I'm at where my ear starts. Well, not where it starts, but the top of my ear. So I'm fitting it where the lace should be, trying to fill it out. And then just cutting it in a, not a circular motion, but in a round way in a sense, because my ear, it's not straight. So if I cut it straight, I'm not getting right where my ear should lay. And here I'm just cleaning it up to make sure it is as comfortable as possible. This step is super important. A lot of people rush, including me. I used to, but I slowed down because it's really annoying to have like your earpiece too short or too long. So you just got to take your time with it and make sure that it fits you, perfectly how it should. So I did the other one off camera, and that is how we're looking. Super clean. So now I'm going to cut my lace for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys how I cut my lace, but I'm not actually going to apply my wig for you guys in this video because I'm tired of doing videos like that. So what I do is I take my scissors and I do zigzag motions. Do y'all see that? zigzags. And what I do is I lift the lace as I go to make sure it's perfectly aligned with my cap, because that's how I want, or where I want my wig to lay. So I lift it up to make sure, okay, this is where it is, this is where I should cut. And please, ladies or gents, whomever, do not be afraid to cut some hairs off of the lace to fit it to your head, because when you do that, when you're like, oh, I do not want to cut off some of these hairs that I plucked so perfectly, girl, your wig will be laying on where it should not be laying, like all the way, like too close, too much lace that isn't necessary. So it is okay to cut some lace with hair on it off to make sure it fits your head perfectly and customized to your head perfectly. So this is what my lace looks like after it is cut. It's super jagged. That's how it should look. It should look jagged so it wouldn't look too wiggy when you apply the wig. So I'm not actually going to record this step, but I do take my foundation that I used before for my cap and apply it to my lace. I have a video on this already, so I didn't feel the need to actually record me doing this. But if you want to see that video is on my channel. But yeah, I take the foundation, I'll put it on the lace so it can have the perfect match to my skin, so it can seep, not seep, I'm tired of saying that word, seep, but so it can melt into my skin perfectly. I have now applied the wig, and this is how we're looking. It is laid, super laid. So now I'm just going in with my hot comb, not really going into depth with this, but I just thought I'd show you guys how the wig is looking on before I tie it up to get that lace really melted in my skin, because y'all can see it's like sitting on top. I mean, it's glued down, but it ain't really melted yet. So this video is coming into an end, guys. It is coming to an end. I'm just doing my baby hairs real quick, nothing dramatic. I just thought I'd film because I do have something to say. I cannot stress this enough, friends. Okay, get a wax stick, a wax tube, a wax, whatever you want to call it, from your local beauty supply store. They run from like $8 to $14. There's multiple brands that I know of that sells these. They're really essential to having a super flat frontal install. I cannot stress this enough. You guys ask me all the time, how do I get it so flat? Whoop de whoop, get a wax stick. That's what it is. I love these things, like especially if you're doing a middle part, side part, half up, half down, a ponytail, whatever. A wax stick really helps to smooth out the hairs and to just get it flat and fresh. So if you don't have one already, get one, okay? But thank you guys for watching. This is the end of the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All the details on this hair will be in the description box down below, as well as the info. I already said that, but this wig specifically if you would like to purchase. I'll see you guys in my next one. And comment down below if you have any questions for me about this tutorial, anything that I didn't cover, because I probably didn't cover everything on accident. So if there's anything that you want to know or have questions about what I do or how I do what I do, just let me know. And I love you guys. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.